And everything that comes out sounds like your LinkedIn profile. Professional, polished, and completely forgettable. There's a moment every MBA applicant hits. You sit down to write your essay. You stare at the blank screen. And everything that comes out sounds like your LinkedIn profile. Professional, polished, and completely forgettable. It's happening not because you don't have a story. It's just that nobody has ever asked you the right questions to find it. Most applicants spend months perfecting their answers without ever questioning whether they're answering the right things in the first place. And then they submit, and then they wait, and they wonder, why it didn't work. Think about it. You've been given the tips on how to write, frameworks on how to structure, templates on what to say. But nobody sat you down and asked, who are you really? What actually drives you? What's the thread running through every decision you've ever made? That's where we start today. Most MBA applicants make the same mistake. They treat the application like a form to fill in. GMAT score, check. Work experience, check. Essays, copy resumes into paragraphs and hope something sticks. And AdComs can smell it instantly. Here's the line that should stop every applicant cold. Admissions committees aren't looking for the most accomplished candidates. They're looking for the most compelling one. That one distinction is why qualified people with 740 GMATs and McKinsey experience gets rejected every single year. Accomplishments carry you into the pile. Your story is what gets you the seat. After seeing a number of MBA applications, the ones that got in, the ones that didn't, one thing became impossible to ignore. There was almost a pattern. The difference was never the credentials. It was almost never the GMAT score or the work experience or the prestige of the company that you worked in or the undergraduate college that you went to. The difference was always the story. Now, whether the person behind those numbers felt real, I couldn't unsee what I saw. And I kept watching students fail for the same reasons over and over again. So I built something to fix it. It's called the Candidacy Canvas, a 5-phase workbook built on design thinking principles that helps you do what most applicants never do before they apply. Understand who you actually are and turn that into an application. Something that AdComs will remember. The core philosophy that drives Candidacy Canvas is that your MBA application is not a retrospective. It is a strategic artifact that positions you as someone whose best part is still ahead. Not here's what I've done, but here's who I'm becoming and why your program is how I get there. That shift changes everything about how you write. Let me show you one exercise from inside the canvas that will immediately change how you see your own profile. It's called the Skill-to-Superpower translation. Now, AdComs are drowning in people who write project management and stakeholder management. So those are commodities. Every single applicant has them. Your job is to translate what you do into what you make possible. Understand the distinction, what you do into what you make possible. So instead of writing data analysis, you explain that. You could write the ability to walk into a room full of conflicting opinions and silence the noise, not by being the loudest voice, but by being the one holding the one number that makes everything else irrelevant. That sounds different, right? Let's take another example. Leadership to superpower. Instead of writing leadership, you write the ability to make people believe they're capable of something they were convinced they couldn't do, and they got out of their way while they proved themselves right. Same skill, completely different impression. Now here's the test for you. Read it out aloud. If it sounds like a LinkedIn jargon, you're not there yet. You should sound like something a mentor would say about you. Your recommender would write about you. This is just one exercise of one of the modules. Most MBA preps tell you what to write. The Candidacy canvas tells you who you are. And then writing becomes the easy part. I've watched applicants go through Module 1 alone and completely reframe how they see their own career. The lifeline exercise surfaces stories they had buried. Buried because they were busy in their professional life. Never revisited them. The Skill-to-Superpower translation makes them realize they've been underselling themselves for years, even at job interviews. One applicant told me that I'll never forget this because I've been describing my job, I never once described myself. And that sentence is why this exists. I'm giving away Module 1 of the Candidacy Canvas completely free. It's the foundation everything else is built on. The lifeline mapping exercise, the Skill-to-Superpower translation. It takes 45 minutes. And those 45 minutes will do more for your application than months of essay drafts without this clarity. And you can do it yourself. So the link is in the description. And you can download it. Do the exercise. Actually do them. If you've liked this video, share it with someone you know at this point in time is deep in their research for their MBA application. And if you liked it, and if you are also in the process, come back here, because every video on this channel is going to walk you through turning what you discover into essays and interview answers that get you in. Your story is already there. The canvas just helps you find it. The link is below. Go get it. See you in the next episode.